We are gathered here today to pump some soul into those anti-funkies out there. Can I get an amen on that? Thank you. Now soul, I say, soul is not something you go out and find, you see. Yes, sir. Soul is not something you go out and discover, you see. You see, soul is something that you're born with. Yes, can I get an amen on that? Kicking into the groove, please.
Like you, baby. I'm sick of me and I want you. There's no higher alone, can't get myself elevated. I don't get these fools, so I'm waiting up on you. I wish I want you to come my way to hard. My trap mind watching absurdity ensue. My eyes can see and my mind is weak. I got plenty of issues. My hands are tied, I'm stuck 9 to 5, so I'm dreaming of one like you. In my mind, said I think about you all the time. On my mind, said I think about you all the time. Baby, I can't wait to get above this nowhere plane. I need you now to help me make it through. Dream love, undercover thoughts aren't enough. What I need right now is just one touch from you, my concept love. My eyes can see, my mind is weak. I got plenty of issues. My hands are tied, I'm stuck 9 to 5. I'm dreaming of one like you. Oh, on my mind, said I think about you all the time. Da-da, da-da-da-da. On my mind, said I think about you all the time. Concept love. My eyes can see, my mind is weak. Plenty of issues, and my hands are tied. I'm stuck 9 to 5, but I'm dreaming of one like you. In my mind, said I think about you. I got you on my mind. Oh, in my mind, said I got you on my mind. Think about you. Oh, said I think about you all the time. I can get you, I can get you.
From the brand new album that is out now, the Wawa Collective and Conceptual Love. The album's called Cry Baby Soul, and on the line we have the Elusive.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah, safe. No worries, Lee.
How you doing, sir? You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just hearing you playing Conceptual Love, it's a good vibe. And yeah, no, cool to be on the Gourmet Soulful Music Show. So no, that's great.
It's an absolute pleasure to have you on, and we kind of turned this around pretty quickly, didn't we? I think it was like Friday, and we were like, damn, you coming in on Tuesday?
Yeah, but that's it. Look, time flies very fast, so we just have to get stuck in and let people know what's going on with the Wawa Collective and the new album.
Right. So what is going on with the Wawa Collective?
Well, like I said, the new album's just dropped in. You're playing Conceptual Love, I just heard there, and there's a lot of the album. I mean, what's the Wawa about? The Wawa is about eclectic soul, and Crybaby Soul is kind of like a capture of that. And the band itself, we're all happy with the product, and we're all happy with the exposure and people like yourself and your station playing the tracks. I mean, we're all okay, and we're all hoping the listeners of the show, hear some of these tracks and enjoy the album and try and check it out.
Cool. Is it available pretty much on all downloadable stores?
Yeah. From what I know, it's definitely on the Amazon, the iTunes, and probably like some of the others, maybe Juno, other places like that. But definitely on Amazon and iTunes, I know it's on there. So it's got about 16 tracks on it. I mean, you've as we were speaking, you know some of the tracks you've known for a while about the tracks, and it's a lot of neo soul, moving into new jazz, a little bit of hip hop on there, and then even a little electro and some like rare groove beats. So it's definitely
something for everybody.
I would say, yeah, it's a bit for everybody, and it covers a lot of different ideas and expressions from the songwriters.
And it's gourmet soulful music approved as well. Trust me, you need to go and buy this album. What I'll do tomorrow, Mr. Elusive, or the Elusive, I'll whack up a link, or one of the links, because your people have sent me a link that it's available in America, it's available in France, Germany, Spain, Italy, Japan, pretty much around the world. You can go and get it.
I'm not hands-on on the whole marketing side of it, but I know once the links are up, they sent them out to people. So
yeah, so it's there. It's in the ether. You can go and get it. It's pretty much worldwide, I think. There's probably Botswana's probably about the only place you can't get it at the moment, but I'm sure that'll be rectified.
It'll be rectified by the label. Yeah. Well, I mean, Lee. I mean, just talking. I mean, with the band. I mean, what we're trying to do with this product is like. This is why I like your show as well, Lee. I mean, I've been listening to your show for quite a while, and like I like the way that you're able to put the old and the new together, and you blend it through. And like some weeks I check into your show and I would hear some golden age hip hop, and then another time I'd hear some new soul, another time I'd hear some funk, and that is like perfect for like the Wawa Collective, what we represent. So we always represent. You're going to hear different things, and I think your show, captures that perfectly.
Oh, well, thank you very much. You're one of the silent listeners, then, are you?
Yeah. You always see on your website, you put all the tracks up and the interviews and stuff. So yeah, no, it's a great show. So we always check it out, myself and the other guys. So
excellent. Well, thank you very much for that. So why the Wawa? I know the reason why, but let the listeners know.
Yeah,
the Wawa Collective.
The Wawa name is basically, it originates from the actual Fender Rhodes Wawa pedal. And so if any musicians out there on the keyboard, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So it's a Wawa sound that comes off from usually a Fender Rhodes pedal. And Cry Baby, which is the name of the album, Cry Baby Soul, is actually the Cry Baby Wawa pedal. And originally, the Wawa band, when we got together probably about 8-9 years ago, we all our music and all our jam sessions were always using the Fender Rhodes, and like throughout the Crybaby Soul album, you'll hear the Fender Rhodes running the bass, and so that's the actual name the Wawa came from, and like the Crybaby Soul is the Wawa pedal. So like if you look on the album cover, you'll see a Wawa pedal. So and that's really what we represent. I mean, we've got different genres of music, but the Fender Rhodes is a predominant sound throughout the whole album. So when people hear the tracks and you're hearing the bass, it's always going to be on a Fender Rhodes keys.
Excellent. Proper gourmet music. It's a proper gourmet. What was that? Instrument is the word I was looking for.
Yeah, totally. The funk. Fender Rhodes Mark II. So we try and stay authentic. That's some of the things about the world. We try and stay authentic, and we try and make sure it's a bit kind of like gritty with the sound, and we just try and make music soulful, but in different ways soulful. So like we've got some Latin tracks on there, we've got some new soul, we've got some new jazz. So that's what we're trying to do. I mean, as for the band, we've all got a different background, all soul related. I mean, I'll just tell you some of the band. I mean, Giorgio is like the main keyboard Fender Rhodes player. So a lot of the tracks you're hearing, the melodies and the bass of the Fender has been written by Giorgio, and anything with acoustic or guitar stuff on it, you've got Mathieu Karsenti, who's involved in that, and myself, I'm involved more in the beats programming and the song arrangement stuff, and the other final member is Sanya Lerin. She's a songwriter herself, but she provides backing vocals for songs, and with what we do is we get other vocalists in on our projects. So we're like a production kind of like unit, but we also do write songs and perform songs on the album ourselves. But we also get other singers and artists from the sings into the studio, and then we drum up new songs.
Excellent. So you're all, but you're based in London, but then you said one of them flits from.
Yeah, I mean, we're all based. Yeah, we're all based. Well, let's just say right now we're all based in London. But one of our members, Mathieu, he has ties in France, so he may be going back and forth and stuff. And also, he's a busy guy. He also does a lot of work in television production and stuff like that. We're basically based in London, but we've got ties overseas. Like I used to live in New York, and actually used to live up in Harlem. So I've still got a lot of links back stateside. So we're kind of like almost transatlantic in the sense of the people that we communicate with regards to music sharing and coming up with ideas. With that digital age now, we might get a vocalist from New York or Atlanta to provide vocals, and we might make songs based on that, because it's all digital now, isn't it? It's all through the internet, transfer music and ideas. So we're kind of like transatlantic, but right now the core members are based in London.
Excellent. So I had a guest on the other week, Gil Small from Groove City, and Charlene, who's just got a new album that's just dropped out. She's from London as well, and they did they produced a track in New York, and she sung in London, and they did it all via Skype. And it's like,
what? I'm not surprised. It's just, the thing is, Lee, like 10 years ago, you couldn't do that.
No.
You couldn't do that 10 years ago. And that's another reason, actually, Lee, what you just said there, another reason why we've dropped the album this year, because, with some of the ideas we've had musically, like organising artists and singers from different places. Like, just to let you know, the actual album was mastered and mixed, though, in Italy. With some electronic dance producers called The Big Game. So that was produced, it was mixed in Italy, but like you said there, not through Skype though, but through other means of transferring sounds and music and ideas, we managed to juggle it between Italy and London, and a couple of guys helped out in the States as well with some of the mixing and post-production. So
crazy. I used to work for a management company years ago, and I used to have to travel like to New York or to France with 2-inch tapes or with DATs to deliver it, to do all those things. But nowadays it's just like click, there you go.
You said the word DATs there. I can figure out your age now.
Well, the 2-inch tapes is even worse.
It's even worse. Yeah, but it's actually some of the early stuff. When Noir were doing vinyl releases, we were releasing records on vinyl about 7 or 8 years ago, and a lot of them were, we were handing them into pressing plants on DATs. So it's times have changed now though, but I know what you're saying. The internet and the whole online, broadband stuff has made it a little bit more flexible for people to transfer music. So
is Crybaby Soul going to be on vinyl as well?
Crybaby Soul. What will happen? I can definitely confirm this though, is that there will be vinyls pushed out of probably about several tracks from the album. You'll find, if you look carefully, they'll be repushed on vinyl, and probably from, I would say, about a month from now or something like that. But yeah, some of the songs you're playing, like Gordo, Tell Me Why, they'll be on vinyl, and they'll be able to be picked up on vinyl very soon. With the actual album on vinyl, I'm not too sure, but I do know that somewhere down the line, some kind of other, some CD compilation thing may be at hand to be put out there. But I know that definitely Gordo, Tell Me Why, Prying Eyes, they will be out there floating around on vinyl soon. So, but the full album, I don't think you'll get the full 16 tracks on a vinyl format.
Okay.
I'm not too sure. It depends on what's going on with the.
So they're going to be 7 inches, are they, or are you going to put them on to 12?
Oh, they'll be 12.
Okay.
I know the vinyls will be 12. They'll definitely be 12.
So I know there's a big thing at the moment with 45s. The amount of people that are fiending for 45s at the moment is insane. It's really mad.
Well, vinyl, it has to make a comeback. It does, even though obviously they're saying it's shrunk for a while, but I can see why the vinyls is making a emergence again. It's simply because there's a different sound to it than
warmer, isn't it?
That you can get. Yeah, there's a different frequency and sound. So I understand it, and especially myself, I still buy vinyl, but I'm more the collector of vinyl. I go to and get the kind of like funk stuff, like rare groove, rare tracks and stuff. I still hunt them down in them shops in probably in central London and look through like from gems.
Oh,
and
right.
stuff like
So
that.
you're
I'm still a vinyl buyer. Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah.
You like to get your nails dirty and get all that grime and stuff.
You do, and there's a lot of ideas, and there's so many artists that people don't know about as they looking into taking on vinyl again. There's so many artists, especially in the soul funk era, that people haven't heard of, and no, they're out there, and I make it a job to try and find and hear as much rare stuff as possible.
Okay, so on that note, we'll play Gordo and then we'll come back on the other side with a little bit more chat. How about that?
Yeah, no problem.
So right, go and get Crybaby Soul on iTunes and on Amazon right about now. This is one of the tracks from it, and you're going to get it on vinyl in a few weeks' time as well. This is Gordo. We're speaking to the Elusive from the Wah Collective. We'll be right back after this. from Crybaby Soul, that's Gordo, and a bit of a Latin feel to that one, Mr. Elusive.
Yeah, it was. Basically, it was that actual song was from like a jam session with Giorgio and Mathieu, and we were just like thinking of like ideas and stuff. And Mathieu's background is more acoustic Latin flavors anyway. So off the back out of that jam, we made that track, Gordo. Yeah.
Excellent. Right, let's talk about you for a bit now.
Yeah, cool.
Your
No
musical
problem.
influences.
My musical influences, well, I mean, there's two areas really. It's the golden age, I would say, golden age hip hop for a start, and that's, I mean, just to throw some names out there, we were talking Native Tongues, BDP, that's the Keras one, and you know, the PE. I'd also say anything De La, the Prince Paul, stuff like that. DJ Marker 45 King. So that's the kind of area. And then I've got the more funk jazz side, and we're talking about Johnny Hammond, anything by the Larry and Fonz Mazel.
Mazel brothers.
James Brown. Yeah, the JBs, Parliament Funkadelic, all of it from Chocolate City up to the Trumpipulation. You're looking at you know, the whole Funkadelic from like 70s up to like 1980s. The whole 70s stuff, Royers. I could go on, you know.
Yeah. So proper, real gourmet music, the vintage culinary delights, as I call them.
Yeah, that's it. That's why, like I said, like your show, you cover different sides of the hip hop and then towards the jazz funk stuff as well, you know. So that's why I like the show as well, what you put out there. And yeah, I mean, a background, if you're going to put out an album called Crybaby Soul, then you have to make sure you know your soul. You have to make sure you know your soul and your funk. So that's where a lot of my influences are from. But I will say the other band members, Giorgio and Mathieu, their tastes probably, like Giorgio probably be a bit more psychedelic, leaning towards Jimi Hendrix, while Mathieu may be a bit more into orchestral or music and more into more kind of like big picture kind of sounds that are made on film soundtracks and stuff like that. So that's his more background. And Sanya Lerin, who I haven't mentioned, who is the actual Wild Mama, she's actually known as Wild Mama. Her background would be more Motown, Diana Ross, that kind of music. So we all exchange ideas and we all put them together when we start thinking and collaborating to make music.
Excellent. So there's a big melting pot, all come together to make Crybaby Soul and the Wah Collective.
yeah, that's the best way to say it, yeah.
So, live sessions and stuff.
Yeah, people are always asking about the band from a live perspective. I mean, what I would say right now is that we'll see what happens. We have not really been what I would call a live act. I would say we're more of a studio act, not because of we don't want to, but it's more to do with the commitment to the live game, because it's like you can go live, but if your band ain't tight, you know, then it ain't gonna work. And so while I have to go live, it's more than just it would be more than just four of us. We need some other support as well from other bands. We need to jam and stuff like that. So I would say right now we're a studio kind of scenario, but if the album does well in the sense it gets picked up and gets really recognized, then we will consider setting up some kind of live things. But right now it's more of a studio project that we're trying to get out there and express.
Excellent stuff. So it's basically watch this space then, in other words.
Yeah, watch this space, you know, because to go live, it's like the jam sessions. You can't, if you're going to go live, it better be tight. It better be the band and the technically it needs to be tight and it needs to work. It ain't worth going live, doing sets, live performances, and the band, everyone's not on the same as to, like, you know, going out there to perform. So we'll see what happens with the Crybaby project, and if the demand's there, then we'll talk about it.
Great stuff. So, Crybaby Soul is out on the streets, in the ether at the moment, isn't it?
In the ether, yeah.
And there's going to be CDs of it as well, is there?
Yeah, well, I would say right now, I'm not too sure, but I can definitely say there'll be vinyl, but I'm not too sure. But even the vinyl, you won't get the whole 16 tracks, because obviously the vinyl,
samplers.
You'll get two of the songs. The songs probably that you've played, like Tell Me Why, Gordo, Prying Eyes, them kind of, you'll get them on vinyl, but you won't get the full 16 tracks all on the vinyl. I doubt that.
So you can have the vinyl and you can have the MP3s or the M4As or whatever they're called today, the digital format, and then down the line possibly a CD.
Yeah, possibly. But if the CD does come, I'm sure other songs on it. It'll be like a additional, like deluxe version with other songs added or something like that. So, but I don't know when. That's a decision with the label, really.
Yeah, watch this space again. As soon as I know, I will let everybody else know. And we're cool. In touch now, aren't we? So we're
yeah, that's fine.
We're down with everything. Right, so once Crybaby Soul's done, have you got more projects on the way? Are you producing for other people as well, or is it just the collective?
I'll be honest with you. I think the only other project I can see in the future would be we're already kind of like putting together the ideas for the next Wawa album, and it's that early. Yeah, it's very early because we've got an archive of songs, unreleased material, and unreleased like songs that can be developed. So we're already discussing the early stages of the next Wawa project, and so and I think the next Wawa project will be the group might be a bit bigger than just the four of us. There's other people that we're gonna probably bring in, but right now I think we'll see what happens with the Wawa Crybaby Soul, and then we'll I'll let you know directly what's happening with any other stuff. So
great stuff. Okie dokie. Right, we've run out of time, I'm afraid, Mr. Elusive. Is it Mr. Elusive or The Elusive?
The Elusive.
The Elusive, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, cool.
Keep calling you
cool,
Mr.
No problem.
Geezer.
Yeah, no, Mr's alright. No, The Elusive is fine. And yeah, no problem, Lee. I mean, thanks for, letting people know out there on the station about the Wawa, but it's out there. There's a lot of songs. I know you've played Tell Me Why a while back and stuff, so I mean that's the new soul flavour of the Wawa. So I mean that Prying Eyes, Gordo, like you just played there, we're about
love
like
as well.
Trying to put real music out there again.
Excellent stuff. Yeah, real music is where we need to be, isn't it? I hate all this space music that I keep referring to all the time. Really, it's getting the. I mean, today's show, I've absolutely loved doing today's show because pretty much all of it, you haven't seen one auto-tune in sight, and it's all been pretty much either samples or real music.
Yeah, that's it. That's why I'm down with that. And I think most of your listeners are down with that too. So this is one of the few stations that like someone like myself would like to come to and speak, because I know from looking at the archive of tracks and what you play and stuff, there's your listeners are real music listeners, so and it's refreshing. So no, it's good to be a part of the show.
It's a pleasure to have you, The Elusive, and you've just invited yourself to the station. What I was going to say is maybe in the summer, get on the old train or motor up the M1 and come and do a co-hosting show with us.
No, that'd be easy. Not just myself. I bring some of the other guys up as well.
Exactly, so, yeah, we'll have a party.
We'll have a party, yeah. We'll play some funk in the background.
Yeah, bring some of your music up, and we'll just jam and have a gourmet soulful music meets the Wawa Collective 2-hour show. How about that?
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah,
but we'll do it in the summer when it's a nice drive up, because it's horrible at the moment, all the wind and rain and all that stuff. But when you got nice summer evenings, you can drive up in the daylight and drive back in the daylight as well.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Nah, we'll be down for that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
You know, whatever the Soul Gourmet is doing, we'll be down with it.
Excellent stuff. Right, do you want to introduce the last track?
Yeah, okay. I think the last track should be "Tell Me Why." That's a
I was
song
going
we
to play.
did.
I was going to play "Prying Eyes" actually, but
Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, no, I can break down Prying Eyes. No, Prying Eyes. That's a song we put together with a vocalist called Angie, and it's basically kind of like a jazzy dance track, kind of with like some good percussion, with like trying to be a bit of eclectic with the flute and stuff like that. So I hope you guys out there listen to the show enjoy it. But it's off the Crybaby Soul album, and the Crybaby Soul album has got like a full-length version which goes for about 8 minutes. So that the version you got is more of the radio version, I think. So but yeah,
21.
check it out.
Let's play "Prying Eyes" and we'll talk off air. This is "Prying Eyes," the Wild Wild Collective from the album Crybaby Soul. Go cop it.
Okay.
Many thanks to The Elusive from the Wawa Collective. Go and cop their album Cry Baby Soul. You can get it on Amazon.com and iTunes as well. That was Prying Eyes. And before that you heard Gordo, and before that Conceptual Love, all from the album Cry Baby Soul. So go cop it right about now. So many thanks to The Elusive, and we're going to have a party when he comes up in the summer right here at Interbeat Studios on the Gourmet Soulful Music Show. Don't forget that text line number. Around about 15 minutes or so left of the show. Got a couple of tunes to play before we go into the Soulful House Delicacies. Starting off with this one. Many thanks to Cool Keith for letting me have this.